If you're tired of the standard business and marketing fundamentals, frameworks, and funnels, you need a little mischief. Get ready to turn up the volume on the CEO Mischief Maker podcast, where you access conversations with seasoned business owners who have smashed through mindset barriers, innovated the standard boring business and marketing playbooks, and executed future-paced strategies with bleeding-edge tools and tactics to micro-fail their way into massive success and growth. We are Mindset Impact Strategic Catalysts helping innovative entrepreneurs focus. We are CEO Mischief Makers. Ready to make a little mischief? It's Friday. It's Friday. Okay, everybody who listens to this show knows that I love this part of our conversation. I love digging into the details. All right. I love mindset. That's where we start. We kind of go into the messy middle, which is kind of this whole innovation idea. And now we're down to, all right, the rubber meets the road, using your car analogy. Right. So welcome back to the conversation, Dr. Noah St. John. Noah, I can't wait to dive in because you have given us so many examples, many amazing ideas of how we can, again, take our foot off the brake, get that head trash out of our head, take that dang trash out. I almost cursed. I can do that too. But anyway, take that out, get it out of here. So how do we do that? Take us through some of we're talking about strategy and tactics now, and you've talked a lot about systems. Again, why I love talking to you because I'm a systems gal. So what do we do? Give us some of the tactics we can use to get that trash out of our head.
So where we always start, as I stated earlier, is what do you want? Getting very clear on that, number one. Number two, we look at what is your head trash? What is your head trash saying right now about your ability to be, do, or have that thing? And by the way, when I say thing, it doesn't have to be, a car, a house. It could just be happiness, fulfillment, peace of mind, being healthy, whatever, freedom. It doesn't have to be a physical thing. It can be a metaphysical thing, but it frankly should be a combination of both because we all want things that are physical and things that are metaphysical. By the way, when I say metaphysical, it's not a woo-woo word. It just means more than physical. That's what meta means. It's a Greek word meaning more, right? So it's more than physical, all right? So we understand what we want. We look at our driving forces and our restraining forces, and then we start to put the system in play. Now, one of the things that I teach you is how to change your financial life in less than 5 minutes a day. Now, that sounds like a big promise, doesn't it? But it's true. It's true. And so I want you to think about how we humans communicate. All right. I call these the 4 modes of human communication. And the 4 modes of human communication are reading, writing, speaking, and listening. That's how we humans communicate, right? We read, we write, we speak, and then we listen. That's how we communicate. That's pretty much it. Okay. And so that's what I want you to do. I want you to start doing using my affirmations method. I talk about it in the book. We have the affirmations journal. You can use that as well. So basically, it's very simple. So you start with 1 minute of reading affirmations. You're reprogramming your subconscious thought patterns by reading positive, empowering affirmations. Then you want to write them down. So you write for 1 minute. Then you speak it out loud for the 3rd minute. You say empowering affirmations like, why am I so happy? Why am I so rich? Why am I always in the right place at the right time? Why am I enough? I literally had this just happen. Literally, one of my colleagues who, we're working together, she just texted me yesterday that her daughter was feeling kind of sick. She had the flu. And so she said, I started to affirm with my daughter. And, her daughter's a teenager. And her daughter all of a sudden started to feel better right away because she started to affirm. Literally just texted me this yesterday. And she said, thank you for inventing affirmations. No, you just helped my daughter get so much better. I mean, that's just one example of thousands. Okay. So reading, writing, speaking, you want to say it out loud. And by the way, you can say it to your partner, your spouse, your kids. Kids love affirmations. They totally get it. Kids are very smart, and they're very quick. So you want to teach your kids affirmations. But talk to your dog, your cat, your goldfish. I mean, whoever's around, just talk, say it out loud. And then the 4th affirmation, the 4th phase is listening. All right. So reading, writing, speaking, and listening, you want to listen to your affirmations. You say, well, how do I do that? Well, if you go to our website, if you go to noahstjohn.com, we have these programs called iAfform audios where you can listen to. I recorded 101 of my favorite affirmations. So literally you listen and it reprograms your subconscious thought patterns while you're not even paying attention. So we have so many tools to help you with this. Okay. So you just do that. That's 5 minutes a day. I'm giving you a few seconds in between time, but it's 4 things you have to do for 1 minute, less than 5 minutes a day. You can literally change your life while you're making your morning coffee. That's all you need to do. Now, of course, you have to take action, right? This isn't magic. Yeah. In the movie, The Secret, they told you what you wanted to hear, which is just think about money and it pours in from the sky. In The Secret was great marketing because they told you what you wanted to hear, which is that you don't have to do any work. That's what we all want, right? Hey, I get what I want without working. Who wouldn't sign up for that, right?
Right.
Unfortunately, I don't know what planet that works on, but it's not planet Earth. On planet Earth, we have to do this annoying thing called take action, right? It's like saying, well, you know what, Noah, I'm going to lose weight and get 6-pack abs. Meanwhile, I'm going to sit on the couch, watch Netflix, and eat junk food and never exercise. How's that? I'm like, yeah. Well, good luck. Give me a call.
Just because I want it. Just because I want it. I'm just going to.
Because I want it, right?
Yeah, right.
Hello.
I've thought about it.
They told you what you wanted to hear. See, so I'm telling you what you might not want to hear, but what is fact here on planet, I don't know, Earth.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. Yeah, that's it. Yes. And so that's perfect. That gives us something to do. And I agree with you. I journal. I definitely have actually meditations that I do that are more self-hypnosis type meditations.
Exactly.
So they get down to that level of what's holding me back and unpacking that and letting it go and getting it out of there. So now we do this for 5 minutes. Then how does that relate into the actions that we need to take?
Well, what happens is, remember, affirmations are just the tip of the iceberg. They're the first part or first habit of my power habit system. There's 11 total habits. Okay. But what affirmations, people get very, very excited about affirmations because number one, they're so cool. Number two, they never heard of them before. Good. Number three, they freaking work. Unlike affirmations. Now, I'm not saying that affirmations the old way doesn't work. I'm just saying they don't work for most of us. In fact, a recent study was done and they found out that 75% of people actually end up more frustrated after using the old affirmation method than they were before. So imagine if you had a phone that didn't work 75% of the time, right? What would you do? You'd probably get a new phone. So that's what I invented. I invented a new phone. It happens to be called affirmations, right? And it's a new phone that works 100% of the time because you're already doing it. See, what's incredible about my affirmations method is you're already doing this. The problem is, number one, nobody told you this, so you didn't even know you're doing it. And number two, most human beings, most of the 8 billion people on this planet are doing this in a very disempowering way. They're walking around saying, why am I so stupid? Why can't I do anything right? Why don't I have enough money? Why can't I get a date on Friday night? All those are disempowering negative affirmations. So you're still proving my point. Yeah. You are, in fact, using my method right now, everybody. And so what I'm doing, of course, is I'm helping you, number one, become conscious of that, aware of it, because the first step of transformation is awareness. If you don't even know it's there, that's why they call it the elephant in the room. What elephant? I don't see an elephant. Boom. Wait. Oh, that's an elephant. Yeah. Right. But you didn't see it, and that's not your fault. But now that I've exposed you to this, now you're like, oh my gosh, it's your responsibility to now take action, using my power habit system, using affirmations, using all these tools that now you have available to you. So now you don't have any excuse.
That's right. Yes, that's it. Okay. So that's really, you talked about unconscious, all those 4 stages. And the last stage is basically unconscious competence. So we've been doing this, but we're saying the wrong thing. And unconsciously, we are competent at keeping our foot on the flip and brake.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
All right. Mischief makers, stop that right now. Be conscious of the fact that you're doing it. And if you just switch that from a negative to a positive, you will then start on that path to becoming unconsciously competent at taking your foot off the brake and putting that thing on down to the pedal to the metal, baby.
That's right.
I just got a Tesla, so I don't have to worry about pedal
No.
to the metal in that respect anymore because it does it for
Nice.
me all the time. I love that
That's
thing.
right. Nice.
Yeah. Don't you want to talk about having to learn how to drive again? You really do have to learn
Wow.
how to drive again. It's
Uh-huh.
totally different. But
Oh, yeah.
anyway, so all right. So and so when I look at that, let's just take an example of let's say I'm not posting as much on social media. Very simple thing. Many of the people that I work with just, it's scary. What do I
Right.
say?
Right.
Nobody really wants, I don't have enough to say. I'm not smart enough. I don't have experience. All those negative affirmations we're giving ourselves.
That's right.
So the action we can take is, first off,
Mhm.
I say this a lot and people don't like it, but some people do. Chatbot mom's going to smack you if you keep saying that. So just stop it. Now switch it around and say, of
Right.
course I have a lot to say.
That's
I
right.
listen to what everyone else has said. So I've got the listening part of those 4 things done. But
Right.
instead of listening to them, listen to what I know how to do
Right.
and start posting what you know how to do, whether or not you think anyone's going to appreciate it, like it, feel
That's
it's
right.
stupid, feel it's smart.
That's
Is there
right.
anything else we need to do? Any other positive that we need to do to get ourselves beyond that and get that foot off the brake?
Well, I mean, you want to find a coach, somebody who will help you, I think, with a systematic approach, to, if, using that example, posting on social media, or, a lot of people come to me and they say, no, I want to write books like you have. I want to have online courses like you've got. How do you do it? And, we have a systematic approach for that. I call it the 6-figure machine. We have I teach people how to have a machine so that it is doing the work so that you don't have to. I mean, for example, I have a team in the Philippines that I give them all this content and then they do the actual posting of it, because that's annoying. It's time consuming and it's really, it's just like, do I really have to? So but I realize, it's not my team's job to come up with the content. It's my job as the thought leader, as the expert, as the author, et cetera, the speaker. And so the point is that, but that doesn't mean you have to do it. You can hire that out. That's okay. But you do need a systematic approach. That's, like I said, when it comes down to the outer game of offers, funnels, and traffic, that you have to have a system in place, because that's the only way that you're going to get to the 6, 7, and 8 figures. You can't. I mean, I've never seen anyone do it by sheer force of will. Let's put it that way. You've got to have a system in place.
Yes. All right. Noah, I have loved everything you've talked about. Is there any last bit of advice that you would give someone sitting out there going, okay, I want a system. I got to get a team. I've got to get over step off the brake, all those things. Is there any last piece of advice you would leave those amazing mischief makers out there with to help them make a real change in what they're doing?
Absolutely. Yeah. Just, honestly, start a forming, which you're already doing. Remember, start a forming in a positive, empowering way.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing this time with us. I can only say thank you, because that negative thought in our minds, that negative piece is really the toxic part of our culture and our lives. We're all in our own little silos and in our own heads, and we think what we're telling ourselves is true. But I'm going to say it's a lie.
That's right.
What you're telling yourself, all those negative things, it's a lie. It's not true. It's not true that you can't make money. It's not true that you're stupid. It's not true that it's not. And so if you start there and go, oh, that's not true. So what is true? What is true is what Noah's talking about. These affirmations, these positives. Why am I successful? Why am I experiencing peace in my life? Why am I feeling so financially free? Those are the truths that you can hang on to. Anything else?
I think you said it very well. And that was a nice wrap up. And this was so fun. And I hope we get to do it again soon.
Okay, hold on. If your mindset was shifted, you were inspired to innovate, and you were spurred into action, don't just move on with your day. Focus, my friend, and take a few minutes to visit ceomischiefmaker.com to learn more about the value that was shared with you today. Please act now and create some CEO mischief of your own.